What? You don't have a car? What you mean you don't have a car? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Demmmmmmmi. So today I'm wearing my red hijab because we are talking about red flags in relationships / courtship / talking stages / whatever you want to call it when you're dealing with another individual romantically. So sidebar for all my Muslims out there, if you're watching, this hijab is from Shein and I have a few videos on where I showed you guys all the different colors they have because they have a bunch and they're only $3. And I also have a video showing you guys how to wrap it. So if you're interested in hijabs, check out that video in the description box. It'll be there. You can watch that after you watch this. But in this video, we are talking about red flags. I know sometimes when you first talking to someone, they seem amazing, they seem lovely, they seem great, you are so in love with them. If you're anything like me and fall in love super easily, then this video is for you. You need to know about these red flags and I have a whole list of them. So let's get started. Red flag number 1. They only text you or want to see you, want to link up and all that jazzy stuff at night. They're talking to you, they're texting you, they're calling you only at nighttime though. Throughout the day, silence, crickets, you don't hear from them. They don't answer your calls, they don't answer your texts. It's only at night when they seem like they have the time for you. Especially if every time you guys do link up at nighttime, they want to smoke, they want to drink, they want to do nasty stuff. Red flag! Get out of there. First of all, if it's only at night, probably because they have another significant other who's occupying them in the daytime. So they can't really talk to you like that because they're with their significant other. And they don't take you seriously if it's only at nighttime because at the end of the day, you're just something to do when there's nothing to do. Like they done lived their whole life and now this is something to do. So red flag, cut it loose, girl. Cut it loose. Number 2, they only communicate through Snapchat. Like Snapchat is their main form of communication. And if they do have your phone number, they're only communicating through Snapchat because the messages delete after 24 hours. You can see if someone screenshots something. They're not trying to leave a trace of evidence, okay? Red flag. Okay, so this one should be a no-brainer. Do not be with this person if they have a baby daddy or baby mama. Like, no, we're not doing it. No. I don't care how cute they are, how perfect they seem. No, especially if they live with their baby mama or their baby daddy. They be like,
oh, we live together, but we not together. We just roommates.
Roommates. Girls, do not fall for it. Boys, do not fall for it. Baby mama, baby daddy drama. Especially if the baby is super young. Like if you ask about the baby mama or the baby daddy and you'd be like, oh, how long was y'all together? And they'd be like, oh, we was never together. Okay, so y'all was never together, but y'all got a whole baby together. Then how old is y'all baby? Oh, the baby 2 months. 2 months? What? You is not a family man. No. First of all, if you do decide to go down the road of playing stepdaddy / stepmommy, make sure the child is at least, I want to say 7. I think I want to say 7 because those early stages, no, they still have that bond. I feel like parents of a child are always going to be connected because they have that one thing in common. So I just personally, I would never go down the whole baby mama, baby daddy path. So that's just me. But if you do decide to get you somebody, baby mama or baby daddy, use your discretion. Be cautious. Know that this is a slippery slope and at any point in time, they're going to be knocking the boots. Muslim or not, they're going to be knocking the boots. Number 4, red flag if this person do not have a job. And I don't mean like out of work. I mean like don't have a job, don't have a degree, don't have a high school diploma. I mean, if you're a kid right now and you're watching this video and you're a teenager, maybe y'all don't have jobs because y'all are teenagers. But if you're a grown man with no job, no degree, no certificate, no ambition, no motivation, no dreams, just nightmares because you broke as heck. Love don't pay the bills. Like I was saying in my rant from last week, love does not pay the bills. And I'm not saying you should be with somebody because you want them to pay your bills, but you want to be with somebody and you want to be able to go out, you want to be able to have fun. You can't do that if this person don't have a job because I'm not solely putting all my money into a relationship and you're not giving nothing back. So if he don't have a job, if she don't have a job, red flag, no. And even if they do have a job, this brings me to red flag number 5. Do not put nothing in your name attached to a person. Do not put nothing in your name attached to a person. I don't care if it's your friend, your best friend, your cousin. You knew this man for 2 years. Do not put nothing in your name attached to a man. Nothing. Like, I had to learn this the hard way, but that's a story for a different time. Do not put nothing in your name for a man or a woman. Like, just don't do it. Do not do it. Like, even if it's your mama, like, don't even put something in your name for your mama. Like, I don't know how mamas be coming nowadays because I know I ain't got one, but don't put nothing in your name for nobody. Red flag. Red flag number 6. I think I'm on 6. But somebody who's always talking about they want to ride or die. Ride or die for me, baby. No, because I promise you this person is going to be 100% die. There is not going to be no ride. It's just going to be die, die, die. This person will put you through heck and back and expect you to just stay there and take whatever you throw at them. No, you do not want somebody who always talking about,
Yeah, because I need me a ride or die. These girls ain't suitable for ride or dies. Nobody want to ride or die no more.
no, there's no ride. It's just die, die, die. They will take you through hell and back. Person's gonna put you through everything, through the mud, through thick, thick, thick. There's not gonna be no thin. Like, everything is going to be a disaster, and this person will just expect you to be along for the ride. So, no, red flag. Another red flag is somebody who's always talking about crazy exes. Like, anytime you bring up one of their ex or ask them about their ex, the ex was always crazy. The ex was a stalker. The ex was this. The ex was that. Why are you always the victim? Like, you mean to tell me out of all the relationships you've been in, you were always the victim? You did nothing wrong. Somebody who always have a crazy ex story never tells what they did, what part they played in the relationship. Like, it's always the crazy ex. Like, even with me, like, me and my ex, we broke up, and I absolutely wish that he would not exist anymore. I know there were things that I could have did better in the relationship. He's not 100% at fault. But somebody who always got a crazy ex story, they are not the one. Like, they will always play victim, and you should definitely stay away from this person. Red flag. Especially if it's not just exes they talking about. It's always a family member that crossed them. It's always a friend that crossed them. They're not close to their family. They're not close to their friends. They're not close to anybody. If you come across someone who really doesn't have anybody that is like truly a loner, red flag. This person is the person that's crazy. The serial killer, the psychopath, the person that's going to have you on Dateline because they ended up being crazy. Take my advice. This person is out of their mind. The next red flag is someone who's just inconsistent as heck. Like, they say they're going to do something and they just don't do it. Their actions do not match up with their words. Everything about them is just inconsistent. Like, stay away from this person. Next red flag is making sure that you and this person share the same values. Like, sometimes people be letting stuff slide, and then later on in their relationship, it turns into something that's really big because they weren't listening to the person. They didn't understand the person's values. For example, if I meet someone and I say, I want to have kids one day, I love kids, kids are awesome, kids are great, I really want to have kids. And this person says,
Oh, I don't want kids. I don't really like kids. Kids not my thing. Kids are just no.
but everything else about this person seems great. He's wonderful. He's nice. He makes a lot of money. Everything about him is great. So in the back of my mind, I'm just like, okay, he doesn't want kids right now, but I'm going to convince him to want a family with me. No, do not try to convince someone to have the same values or thoughts or opinions that you have, because that's just not what they're going to do. Like, people have their set opinions. I'm not saying that opinions can't change, but most likely if someone's set on something, they're set on that one something. So don't be trying to think that you could change someone, because you absolutely cannot. And if you think you can, if you think you changed someone, you did not. They were just acting like however you wanted them to act so that you would give them whatever they wanted. Now, 10 years in a marriage, if there is a marriage, I'm like, oh, I'm so miserable because I want kids and you said you wanted kids. And he's just like,
I never said I wanted kids. You said you wanted kids, and I kind of said someday, but that someday was really never, because I said I didn't want kids.
make sure the people that you decide to be with romantically shares the same values as you and want the same things that you want. Another red flag, gaslighting. Do not let these people gaslight you. And if you don't know what gaslighting means, it means that a person makes you feel like you're crazy, like you didn't see what you saw, you didn't hear what you heard. Like, for example, if you be like, oh, I was shopping at the store today and I saw you at the mall. What were you doing at the mall? And they be like,
Oh, I wasn't at the mall.
I saw you at the mall.
Nah, that wasn't me.
That was you. They gaslighting you. Red flag. No, we're not gonna go back and forth with that. Okay, it wasn't you. Okay, it's not me in this relationship. Bye. Also, speaking of gaslighting, another red flag is abuse. Abuse doesn't always have to be physical. Although, if someone does put their hands on you or does forcibly make you do something, you should leave. That's a huge red flag. It can also be verbal abuse. It can also be a verbal abuse from a woman or for a man. Like, if someone likes you, they're not going to belittle you, point blank, period. They're not going to try to say something that hurts your feelings. They're not going to be super passive aggressive, things like that. They're not going to make fun of you to things that you're sensitive. They may joke around, like you both know it's a joke, you're both laughing. But if they're verbally abusing you, calling you out your name, isolating you from your family, red flag, get the heck away from them. Last but not least, this is not a specific red flag, but if you just have a gut feeling about somebody, like if you just have a gut feeling, your gut is never wrong. Like your gut knows what it knows. That's God speaking to you. Whoever you believe in, that is God speaking to you, the universe, whoever it is, telling you that something is wrong. You need to check this. Do not ignore it. Do not ignore it. And do not let anyone make you feel like it's crazy, because 9 times out of 10, there's something going on. So if you have that gut feeling, trust your instinct and get the heck out of there. Now I'm gonna just tell y'all my red flags that are kind of petty, but still they're my red flags. Like my first red flag, I do not like men with chest. Like not just chest, but man, titties. I don't like them. Like I'm not attracted to them. You can be a billionaire. And you can be the most perfect person in the world. But if you have man titties, I cannot compromise with man titties, because genetically you have man titties. So it's not like, okay, you get them cut off. They could still grow back. Our kids will probably have man titties. Like, I just can't with man titties. God knew how he created me, okay? God created me in such a beautiful way. He took his time on me, okay? God took his time on me. I am literally from God. God did not want me to like man titties. Like, point blank, period. I don't like it. Next red flag for me is people who litter. I don't like littering. I don't like people who litter. That just really bugs me. Please do not litter. I hate when I'm with someone and they're littering, like throwing something out the window while I'm driving or something. Like, can you wait till we get to the garbage can? You can literally throw it in the trash at my house. Like, do not litter. Please do not litter, because that is a huge red flag for me. And plus, this is our earth. This is our home. Like, why do you want to just throw stuff all over your home? I don't understand it. My next red flag is somebody who smokes. I don't like smoke. I don't like weed. I hate cigarettes. Like, cigarettes trigger something in me that make me want to kill the person. Like, it's not that extreme, but I want to get as far away from that person as possible. Like, I absolutely hate cigarettes. Cigarette smell. I hate cigarettes. Like, my mom used to smoke cigarettes. My sister used to smoke cigarettes. This guy I used to date, he used to smoke cigarettes. And I asked God, one day I asked God, I was like, God, if this is not the man for me, please give me a sign that this is not the man for me. And one day I went to go chill with him and he was smoking cigarettes. And I was just like, wow, God really spoke to me. Like, this is not the man for me. Like, cigarettes is a big no. Weed is a big no. I know it's legal all over the place, but I just don't like the smell of it. The red flag for me is he doesn't have his driver's license. Like, you don't have your driver's license? Come on now. You don't have your driver's license? If y'all know me, y'all know I love being driven around. I love being chauffeured around. I do not like driving. So for you not to have your driver's license is just like, what? You don't have a car. What you mean you don't have a car? I'm not saying that you gotta have a new Tesla or a BMW or Mercedes. The next man I date, the next man I marry, he's gonna have a car. He's gonna have a driver's license, because I like to be driven around. Last but not least, my huge red flag is dirty nails. I absolutely hate dirty nails. Like, dirty nails are not a thing for me. Like, I hate dirty nails. Like I told y'all, I was created by God. I was literally put together by God. And all these things that I just told y'all, God did not want for me. So if God doesn't want these things for me, if God made it so that I don't like these things, then why would I compromise that for you? Why would I compromise that for you? No, I don't like any of these things, okay? These are all red flags for me. Dirty nails, no, get out. We cannot do anything together because you have dirty nails. Like, ew, don't touch me. No. But that is all I have. Let me know some of y'all red flags y'all have if I didn't mention it in the video. If you want to hear more red flags, more petty red flags as well, I'll definitely do a part 2 to this video. So make sure you're subscribed so you can watch that part 2, be notified when I do that part 2. I wouldn't want y'all to miss it. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to those who are already subscribed. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.